Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about something that all players need to be really careful of as they're trying to accomplish the Heist challenge here in Grand Theft Auto Online, where the entire community is set to hopefully heist a total of $100 billion so that we can get a special new vehicle for free and that we can also get a badge of honor when the new DLC update arrives. But I want to talk about something you need to be careful of because it could end up leading to you getting banned. We'll also talk about a mystery that some people are focusing on the Rockstar Newswire, as well as some tips that will help you heist the most amount of money that you could possibly get during this week. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is I wouldn't necessarily call it a conspiracy theory, just something you need to be on the lookout for, and this is something I kind of thought about. So, you know how a couple of weeks, a month or so ago, Rockstar had that crazy issue with the apartment glitch where they basically reset and banned like a ton of people, like completely reset and banned them. And there was a theory going around that Rockstar was letting people do this on purpose just so they could see who was going about doing it and then banning those players. Well, with the Heist challenge, it almost sort of presents another scenario because one of the most popular glitches currently going around in Grand Theft Auto Online is the ability for you to just join and start a Heist finale over and over and over again. So instead of having to go through all the preps, all the setups, all the things that you would normally have to do, there's multiple ways in which you can just jump straight in to a heist finale, which on its own for you and your crew members or friends tackling the heist is exactly what you want because you basically skip the wait, you skip the dirty work, and you just get straight to the thing that ends up paying out the most amount of money. Now, why it's important this week is because the more money you make, the more that you can ultimately contribute to getting to the ultimate goal of $100 billion, which means there's probably more people going to be doing the heist replay glitch. That also means that Rockstar is probably well aware of this. They probably know that players are going to be doing the replay glitch, and they're probably tracking what players are doing it. So honestly, I would not be surprised if this heist challenge is more of like a trap to weed out players before the next big update. Because I think it's pretty clear Rockstar doesn't want people in GTA Online that are willing to break the rules so that they avoid having to buy shark cards. I know that sounds like a terrible thing to say, but at the end of the day, Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive, they make video games, but they're in the business of making video games, which means their bottom line is to make money. And they do so in GTA Online through shark cards. And if players are getting money in ways in which they don't need shark cards, that's obviously bad for them. So I see this heist challenge as sort of like a potential way in which Rockstar can weed out some more people before the next big update arrives, or at least reset them so that they then have no choice and then have to buy a shark card in order to fund whatever is going to be coming next, the biggest heist update ever in an entirely new location. So just something to keep in mind there that over the last couple of days and over the last heist challenge week, if you have been doing this, just be careful because Rockstar might be using this as a little bit of a trap in order to just completely reset people right before the next update, which I don't want to happen to anyone because that would be terrible to lose all your progress, and obviously that would not be great in any situation, but certainly not right before a big update is set to arrive. So just something to think about right there. Now, something else that a lot of players were talking about was something on the Newswire. So on the Heist Challenge Newswire, Rockstar had this interesting background. It looked like it was sort of like a map of Los Santos. You could see some recognizable areas like the Bolingbrook prison and some other famous landmarks. But a lot of people were like, why is it in black and white? Why does it seem to have like this weird gradient on top of it? And a lot of people maybe thought that where it was, this was Rockstar hinting at maybe this is where the new location is going to be. Maybe something is going to be happening to the map. There was a lot of theories being floated around as to why Rockstar ended up using this. However, it looks like this is not as big of a deal as people are making it out to be, because that background from the recent Rockstar Newswire, not only is it not new, it's literally the artwork from the GTA 5 blueprint map that came with the limited edition and collector's edition of the game, which is why it has that like weird sort of film look over it. So here's actually a side-by-side photo from GTA GFX on Twitter that shows that even the Bolingbrook Penitentiary, which is what a lot of people were paying attention to here, and that Rockstar might be using it in some way, shape, or form, it's literally got the exact same like images on there. It's the exact same everything. So it is the blueprint map 100% to a T. There is nothing new here. Now, the only thing you could speculate about is that maybe Rockstar used that particular portion of the map to hint that something could be happening at the prison, which would be very cool. Really, the only time we've seen the prison used was in the prison break heist. But obviously, this is not a new part of the map. You can recognize the Sandy Shores airfield. You can recognize that it's Los Santos that we know and love. Now, speaking of the heist itself, one last thing you might want to pay attention to here is that because diamonds are back this week, remember, this is a little bit of information for the heist challenge, the time it takes to grab each lootable item in the casino heist. This, again, is also coming from GTA GFX on Twitter. So remember, artwork takes the least amount of time to grab at 18 seconds. Gold takes the second lowest amount of time at 25 seconds. Diamonds takes 33 seconds. And cash takes 38 seconds. So obviously, diamonds is really what you want here. And then gold, artwork, and cash. Cash being the worst because it pays out the least and takes the longest. So at the end of the day, just avoid cash at any cost. Artwork, gold, diamonds are all going to be better than that. Now, really quickly, last but not least, some other things that players seem to be noticing is that Rockstar was promoting the Heist Challenge on social media like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. This is not necessarily new. They typically do this when new updates arrive, and they also do it with relatively big event weeks that occur where you'll see like an ad on Twitter, Instagram, or something that says promoted. So I wouldn't look into this too much. This is something that Rockstar usually does all the time. But it does look like they're ramping up towards what we're going to be seeing in the month of December, which is obviously a big update arriving. But as far as that being like crazy new or significant, the answer here is once again no. So overall, that's some more things you need to know about the Heist Challenge in Grand Theft Auto Online, the $100 billion that the community is going after here. Something you need to be aware of just in case. I don't want to see any of you guys end up getting banned. That would, of course, suck right before a big update. And also just some things to think about regarding the actual newswire itself and the crazy map that Rockstar has in the background, as well as things to focus on and also things to not focus on. So again, I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.